In Utah's empty desert, a fossil hunter stumbles upon something that should not exist. He cracks a rock open and finds a footprint with a crushed trilobite inside. The heel, the tread, it looked exactly like a modern shoe. But this stone was 500 million years old. Meister froze. How could a human step on a trilobite millions of years before humans existed? If that print is real, someone wore shoes before humans were even imagined. Trilobites ruled Earth's oceans 500 million years ago, long before any humans. The heel, the arch, the sole, too precise to be chance. Experts called it an illusion, just a strange rock formation. The official verdict? Anomaly. Case closed. No answers. Most scientists moved on, quietly, uneasily. But some researchers couldn't ignore it and started digging deeper. The Meister print wasn't alone. Other strange fossils began to surface. If true, these fossils shatter our timeline of human history. Was it too dangerous to accept? A truth we weren't ready for. One fossil, one print, one impossible question. Who walked here before us? A human-like footprint in 500 million year old rock. Impossible, but it was there. The print had a treaded sole, like a modern shoe, but it crushed a trilobite. William Meister froze. History wasn't supposed to look like this. Trilobites lived 500 million years ago. Shoes? They came much, much later. The rock was Cambrian. The print looked industrial. Geologists called it coincidence, but others saw a mystery. The case faded. Some called it a hoax. Even now, no one can explain it completely. If it's real, then history's timeline is wrong. Is this just misinterpretation or a hidden past? Earth holds secrets that even science fears. In the quiet hills near London, Texas, 1936, a couple stumbles upon something half buried in stone. It glints in the sunlight, metal where only rock should be. They crack it open. Inside, frozen in time, is a hammer, its wooden handle fossilized, its head perfectly preserved. But here's the kicker. The rock encasing it dates back over 100 million years, long before any humans, right? The hammer isn't ornate, it's practical, industrial, like something from a 19th century mine. So how did a tool from human hands end up sealed in ancient stone? Some say the rock formed around it recently, a geological fluke. That's the safe explanation. But others argue the dating is legit. And if so, we're looking at a story no one's telling. Was this left behind by a forgotten civilization, or something even stranger? No one could agree. Some labeled it a hoax, others just stayed silent. But for many, the mystery wasn't about just one hammer. It was the pattern, another fossil that shouldn't exist, another question Earth refuses to answer. They cracked open the rock, and inside, a man-made hammer. The rock around it, more than 100 million years old. The handle, wood turned to coal. The head, nearly pure iron. Tools shouldn't exist in rocks older than humanity itself. Could it be evidence of a forgotten civilization or time travel? Scientists dismiss it. They call it a natural fluke, but no one can explain how it got there. And this is just one of many forbidden discoveries. In 2002, in Lanzhou, China, a mysterious object was found. Inside the rock was a small mechanical gear. The rock, estimated to be 300 million years old. Experts said it looked manufactured, not natural. The gear had symmetry, like from an ancient machine. Geologists called it a fossil, case closed. But to some, it's evidence of ancient technology. Just like the hammer, this gear doesn't belong. This wasn't the first time strange gears showed up. Some matched 20th century mechanical designs exactly. Mainstream science moved on. Files were shelved. Some whisper an ancient civilization once thrived, one with machines before history even began. No one agrees on what the gear was, but the anomalies keep piling up. But independent researchers weren't convinced. Was this hammer from a lost civilization? Or could it be from the future, buried in the past? No one has fully explained how the stone formed. And this hammer isn't the only ancient mystery. Maybe time leaves behind traces it wasn't supposed to. A tool that shouldn't exist, but undeniably does. And still, no one can explain it. In 1901, sponge divers stumbled upon something strange near Antikythera Island. It looked like a lump of bronze, nothing more. But inside, they found gears, dozens of them. Carbon dating said it was over 2,000 years old. So, was it an ancient computer? It could predict eclipses and planetary motion. No other device like it existed for 1,000 years. It wasn't just fossils anymore. It was patterns, impossible ones. A fossilized human hand, soft tissue and all, from 100 million years ago. A carved metallic sphere, machine-made from before time. Reported, documented, then shelved and forgotten. Even one real find could collapse everything we know. Reject the model and lose everything. 250,000 years, tools built by hands long before history says they could. An iron hammer sealed in 100 million year old stone. Again and again, found, noted, and buried in silence. What if Earth's civilizations came in cycles, and we're not the first? Some call it heresy, others, the next question. What if we weren't the first advanced civilization on Earth? Strange structures rest on the ocean floor, where no structures should exist. Japan's Yonaguni Monument, carved by nature or something forgotten. Antarctica's melting ice may be revealing ancient architecture beneath. Civilizations rise and fall. The question is, How many times? Some discoveries suggest ancient people had knowledge we can't explain. Artifacts appear where they shouldn't, as if history missed a chapter. The more ancient the evidence, the quicker it disappears. What ends civilizations? Not war, but Earth itself. Some researchers dared to speak and vanished from the spotlight. What if Earth's destruction runs on a schedule and we're next? Maybe we're not discovering the past, just rediscovering ourselves. What lies beneath the ice may be older than any known empire. Perfect angles beneath miles of chaotic glacial pressure. As glaciers retreat, secrets emerge, too big to ignore. Symbols older than Suma, carved into polar silence. Not built by man, but found by him. Discovery here could rewrite every history book, or erase them. What they uncovered wasn't natural. The symbols didn't match anything human or known. Carbon dating failed. It returned no age. Sonar scans revealed shapes, symmetrical, mechanical. Instruments recorded motion from below. A 500-year-old map showed Antarctica without ice. Beneath Japan's coast, a sunken city defied history. Göbekli Tepe rewrote everything, but few noticed. Flood stories exist on every continent. Bones were found, oversized, buried, and removed. The Library of Alexandria burned, and so did secrets we may never recover. Civilizations carved warnings into stone for the next cycle. Underwater ruins whisper of knowledge lost beneath rising seas. Some believed time was circular, that past and future meet again. We recreated the Antikythera, and it still works. Ancient skulls show surgical precision we only matched recently. Legends say they harnessed energy and feared it. The Moai weren't just statues, they were watchers. They buried more than treasure, they buried truths. What if their genius isn't gone, just waiting to be found again? If these ancient minds could achieve the impossible, imagine what you can build if you dare to remember what they left behind. This was just one story, and the earth is full of them, buried in stone, whispered in ruins, and written in stars. Subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking journeys into lost civilizations, ancient wonders, and the mysteries that shaped our world. Your support, your likes, comments, and shares are the spark that fuels us to keep exploring. We're building not just videos, but a movement where wonder meets wisdom, and you're a part of it. More cinematic documentaries are on the way, stories even stranger, more beautiful, and more haunting than this one. Stay curious, stay awake, and above all, never stop digging.